Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jaelah. I'm doing my eyebrows. Y'all, usually when I post chit chat get ready with me, I'll be like, what y'all want to talk about? Sis, I don't even have to do that, okay? I have so much on my mind. I'm gonna hurry up and do my eyebrows because I can't talk and do these at the same time. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I guess until Jax wakes up. Babysitter's here to get him when he wakes up so I can finish this video. And then I'm doing this video so I could be presentable for another video, an Instagram ad. I just want to quickly apologize for the influx of ads on my channel and on my Instagram. I'm not like apologizing, but I have a manager now and my management team is OD. Like, I've always been getting these opportunities, but because I don't have the time to respond back to emails, I've just kind of had like money just waiting around and sponsorships and opportunities just kind of waiting around in my email. And now that I have a management team that manages my emails, I am actually being able to respond back to and actually set up these brand deals and stuff like that. So I've always had these opportunities. I just never could take advantage of them because by the time I emailed somebody back, it was so unprofessional. But being a YouTuber, people don't think like it's hard to be a one-man band, to film, produce, edit all your content and respond back to emails and sign contracts, and it's just hard to do it by yourself. And it's harder to find a manager because YouTubers be stingy with the information. Like, bitch, who is your manager? Like, you don't want to tell me? So now I'm stingy too because what? Well, I couldn't tell y'all who my manager is anyway because we have an agreement. But yeah, people be so stingy with the information when it comes to who their manager is. It's really, really hard to find one. And my management team, I'm very grateful for them. They just kind of fell in my lap. So yeah, there's an influx of ads. I figured that if I'm not going to be able to post videos, the ones that I do post, I might as well make some money off of them. So yeah, because I haven't been, of course you don't post that much videos, you're not making that much money, but it's not like I'm not hurting for any of it, or else I would be posting more. The reason why I want to post more is because I've seen YouTubers stop being consistent and I've seen what it has done to their channel, but y'all are so good to me. But I know one day y'all gonna get sick of me and y'all gonna be like, Jaelah, baby, get your shit together. I've already had comments like that, but that was when I first had Jax and I was like, girl, I just had a baby, can you give me time to adjust? Like, sis, they at least, even goddamn real jobs, you get 6 weeks. Can y'all give me a moment? So just click swipe up, it's the same thing. Click the link, swipe up, it's the same thing as me saying like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. All these numbers help me produce content and make money, and really that's what we're here for. You know, knock two birds out one stone. I'm gonna make some money, y'all gonna be entertained. I love y'all, y'all love me. It's a perfect duo. My co-star say today, do it lightly. Okay, I needed that. Okay, he told me to do it lightly. I'm not gonna go all the way in. I got it. Okay. This is the worst I've been in a long time. And I don't know how to feel about it because it's just so many, like, it's so much stuff going on behind the scenes that you guys don't see. And fuck. That baby monitor went off. This is the worst I've been in a long time because, like, first of all, I felt like my depression tried to make a comeback and I was like, just being overwhelmed, and I was starting to feel bad for myself, and at the same time I feel like I was making excuses for myself, and I had to stop doing that. But there's been like series of events in my life. I can't really like say everything I want to say because I'm going to keep some things private, but like there's just been things in my life that have been messing with my self-esteem. And the first one was having a baby, and just, you know, people kind of commenting on how much of a first-time mom I am, or, you know, just little stuff like that, nitpicky stuff. You know, I'm very, very, very sensitive. And so yeah, that's been like weighing on me, my self-esteem. So I've just been kind of like feeling bad for myself, and I'm like, what? Like, why am I pitying myself like this? It kind of feels pathetic almost. And I love breastfeeding my son, and I love the bond that we have, but it's a lot, you know, especially when my baby doesn't take a bottle, or he won't drink my milk out of a cup. And the whole deployment, it was just a setup. Like, I just feel like I got set up. It was just such bad timing. I literally feel like my life has been on hold for the past 6 months because I've been a single mom, and I have a support system. Like, my mom is awesome, my dad is awesome, JoJo helped out for a while, but these people have their own lives, and I can't expect them to stop their lives because my life got stopped. You know what I mean? Jackson is really young. If Mouse had got deployed when, you know, Jackson's like 4 or something, where he can be just a little bit more independent, but for him to get deployed with such a dependent baby, you know, it kind of just set me up because I only have 2 hands, and nobody can keep him because he won't take a bottle. So I couldn't predict that my baby wasn't going to take a bottle, you know. A lot of things I couldn't predict. I mean, we knew Miles was getting deployed, and we knew he was getting deployed, but we couldn't predict the pregnancy. It's a lot of things that just kind of caught me off guard that I've just been kind of having to roll with the punches, but my rolls haven't been swift, okay? I've been kind of getting a little caught up in them. A lot of things have been going on in my personal life that are affecting my self-esteem, which in turn affects my mood. And low self-esteem can cause you to like react to situations differently than when you would normally act if you were secure with yourself. And one of the ways that I deal with that really unhealthy coping mechanism that I do is I like to exclude myself from things. So if there's a family function and I feel like people are going to talk about how much of a first-time mom I am, and while that might not be a big deal to some people since I'm very sensitive, those comments kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. And if I don't want it to disrupt my energy, my space, my vibrations, then I will not be around it. So if I feel like something's going to weigh on me for a long time, I'll just avoid it. The problem with that is every fucking thing weighs on me, so I don't go anywhere. I don't want to be around people, which in turn has started a slight depression because I'm lonely. Like, I'm by myself, and then I'll ask Miles, you know, Miles, he'll try to talk to me as much as he can, but then there's a point where I don't want to bother him because I want him to have his own personal life, and I don't want my mental health issues to like weigh on him when he's already dealing with being away from family and whatever he's dealing with out there. So yeah, and then I have, you know, the person that I want to talk to all day. I'm really just not used to being alone. I think that's my problem. I enjoy being with people. I mean, I really, really do like my space sometimes, but when I leave too much space for myself, I overthink a lot of things and I overanalyze a lot of situations, which is not good, because once I get to overanalyzing something, like, that's it, it's done. Like, I'm never gonna be able to see it for just the surface value. It's always, oh no, they did that to me because this, or, you know, it's never just like, maybe they just want to do that because they just want to do that, Jaelah. It's like, no, they did that because they hate me and they don't want to help me and they want to hurt me. Like, it's real victimizing and it's real pitiful, and I hate when I do that, but I really can't stop it because everything is so like, I'm a Pisces, like poor Pisces me, all right? I love super duper hard. Everything that I do has a purpose behind it. When I do something, I'm gonna do it all the way. And with that being said, my relationships are the same. So there's really no in between. Like, either you're like my really, really close friend and you see me naked and I tell you everything, or we're just acquaintances and you can text me, hey girl, just, you know, checking up on you, and I say, oh girl, I'm doing good, when I was just on the phone with my best friend like an hour ago crying about, you know, whatever I was crying about. So I am a deeply emotional person, and I love really deep, and there is nothing wrong with that, because I told myself I was going to stop feeling so bad for myself, and I was going to accept Jaelah for who Jaelah is. I'm not going to try to change myself, but I do want to work on getting my emotions in check so I can convey them in a healthy way. Because when I have too many emotions, there's tears, there's snot, there's fucking, it's just a mess. Like, I can't think logically. It's just a mess. So I do want to work on that. Being able to effectively communicate my feelings. I will never apologize for being so emotional. Like, sometimes I feel bad about it because the people around me aren't really emotional people. The only person that's really super emotional around me is Yasmin and my dad. And then I have my husband and my mom, who are probably like two of the most unemotional people I know. No, excuse me, in this world. And so when I talk to them about some things, sometimes they unintentionally make me feel sorry or bad that I feel this way. Questions like, I don't even know why you mad at that, it's not really that deep, you know, like saying like get over it. That shit fucks with me, and I hate to hear it, and I don't hang up on somebody with the quickness, because I know my emotions are valid, I know my feelings are valid. I just need to find a healthy way to accept them and then quickly release them, so I don't dwell on the situation too long, because that's my problem. I'm a dweller. I am a dweller. I get mad at something and I will think it through. If I do not have the closure for it, the proper closure for it, or if we don't talk about it, or first of all, if we go through something, my mind automatically goes to, you hate me. I told you, like, I just victimize myself and I take things super personal. So my mind automatically goes to like, you don't want to see me do well, you hate me, dumb shit. Really, it's a really bad habit, because like, it's almost like, girl, who the fuck is really thinking about you? You know what I'm saying? So I know nobody thinking about me, but for some reason I just get paranoid. I don't know, because I just do people like how I want to be done, right? And there's certain things that I would never do to people. I would never leave you alone when you need me. I would never not answer the phone if you needed me. Like, there's just things that I would never do to people. That's just not in my personality, because I would never want them to be done to me. And with that being said, I can become very selfless, and I'm the type of bitch that I will have sex with a nigga and want to buy him a pair of shoes. That is who I am. And I don't give a fuck if you don't think, that's how I am. That's how I am. I'm gonna get rich and I'm gonna buy everybody a fucking house. That's what I'm gonna do. I am just that type of person. Because it's like, I appreciate you, I love you so much. Like, I just don't, I'm just that type of, I think I get it from my dad. Even though he's not like, I'm gonna buy him some shoes type person. He's more like a, let me send you this nice text message to show you how much I love you. And I'm not really that type of person. I am more of a, come on bitch, we going to motherfucking Jamaica, let's go here. I think that intimidates people, because I think people get like performance anxiety kinda being around me. You know, they're like, oh, like they don't want to disappoint me, because they know that I would just do so much for them. But really, like, sometimes it can come off as like enough, like nothing's ever enough. And I don't want it to be like that. I don't do things for people expecting something in return. But if I need you, or if you're not there for me in a certain situation, then like I really take it to heart. Even though you may just have your own life, or you know, it wasn't in your means to do so, or whatever. My favorite was, I rarely ask people for anything. Really, it's just time and company that I request from people. Other than that, I'm not really I kind of do everything on my own. The only person that I feel like really truly understands me is my best friend, and I really feel like she's my soulmate, and we've been through so much together. And I don't mean like bad things like, oh, fell out, you know, type shit, but like just life events. She's watched me grow up. She's helped me. She keeps me grounded. I keep her wild. Like, we're the perfect balance. So that's the only person that I can really feel like I can be my true self with. Even sometimes I feel like I can't be myself with Miles or my family, because I am just such a deeply emotional person. And I think this last 6 months of my life have been so hard because I've been so emotional. Because I mean, there's just a lot of different factors that play into why I've been so emotional. And of course, they're all valid to me. You know, Miles getting deployed, having to raise my son by myself, not being able to work. And as a military spouse, you kind of put yourself on hold. Move where he move, you know, you work when he can't work. There's not a really lot of time for like, you know, hey, this is what I want to do. It's kind of like, okay, I'll do this whenever I can based off of, you know, what you got going on. It's usually how it is. So I've been putting myself on hold. Like this last 6 months, I could have been a lot further, but you know, the deployment kind of put me back. It's not Jackson's fault because kids aren't hard with two parents, but by yourself it's extremely difficult. It just seems like there's not enough hours in the day, and for someone who already struggles with like attention disorders, it's just too much. So I really feel like I can't be myself with a lot of people because I think I'm a little bit too high maintenance, because I don't know how to control. I'm not gonna say I don't know how to control my emotions. I don't know how to communicate my emotions in a healthy way. So I let my emotions think for me sometimes before I let my brain do. But I have usually I have like Adderall to slow me down and to slow down my brain processes, and that will help out a ton, like a lot. I have such a different temperament on Adderall than I do without it. And it just slows me down. It just slows everything down, so I'm just not so quick to just overreact and jump on whatever emotion I feel first and play on that emotion. Yeah, I think I run a lot of people away. I do. With my crazy expectations of being my friend, because I'm just such a selfless person, and my emotions that are hard to deal with, and my mouth that can be very disrespectful sometimes, that I really need to work on, because it's embarrassing at this point that I'm 24 years old, and my only defense mechanism is saying mean things to people. And you know, once you say things, you can't take them back. So I really need to work on that. The crazy thing is, I know everything that I need to work on, you know? So I am going back to therapy. I think I found a psychiatrist. I haven't seen her yet, but I think I found one that I like. I specifically wanted a younger Black woman so she can kind of identify with the struggles that I go through. If she's married with kids, that's great, but she doesn't have to be. These problems that I have are not stemmed from me being married or me having a baby. Me being married and having a baby only kind of amplify them. There's some problems that stem from my marriage, but not any that I wouldn't be able to function with. The reason why I feel so insecure is because I know I can't control my emotions. So I don't know how to be my true self, because my true self is too much for people. Before I let somebody get to like the real me, you get like the almost like the YouTube me, you know? You get like the, hey girl, you know, like you get the fun side of me, but the fun side is only temporary. Like that's a real small thing. And if I ever needed to talk to somebody about something, or if we ever got in an argument or we didn't see eye to eye, that's when the emotions would come out. And that's usually when people are like, okay, peace out, you be doing way too much for me, sis. I haven't had like any like friends like ghost me per se, because I don't let anybody close to me, but these are already relationships that I had that are like failing, you know, or have failed in the past because of my emotion. And that creates like another, you know, like insecurity, because like that creates abandonment issues. It's like, why is everybody always leaving me? And it's because I'm too fucking much to handle. So I do believe that best friends are soulmates. I think I found mine. I appreciate her so much. I love her so much. Like, I couldn't imagine my life without her. And God put us back together. I met her in Japan. God put us back together for a reason. We need each other, and that's what I think. That's what I think. Like in Japan, we were so close. People thought that we were in a relationship. It was so funny. And we used to play on it too. Like we used to fuck with people, go on vacations and shit, because people really thought that, why is my nose running? Because people really thought that we were in a relationship. And it's like, y'all never seen friends this close before, you know? So like, I just hate that I'm starting to feel so bad for myself, because I've been out of for 2 whole years, and honestly, I miss it every day. I'm just a better me on it, and you feel defeated really, because it's like, why can't I do this by my fucking self? Like, am I broken? Like, is something wrong with me? Like, why did I get dealt this hand of cards? And that's the whole, like, I'm just gonna stop feeling bad for myself. Accept me for me. I am who I am, and that's just what it is. Jaelah, you need to function properly in life, and that's a part of maturing. Everything is not a result of what I do, you know? I can't go through life taking everything so personal, because that's gonna result in a lot of fucking heartbreak. That's gonna result in a lot of crying and tears and stuff, and that's just not the way the world works. Like, I have this thing where I kind of expect people to do them how I do them, which is a communication problem on my part. But to someone that is like me, like my best friend, I don't have to tell her to do anything, because she just knows what to do. She just knows, because we're like the same person. But when it comes to people like other relationships, they're not like me. So I have these expectations of them to do things that's just not in their personality. And that's not fair to them, you know, because these are my expectations, and I can't fault someone for what I expected of them. So I'm also learning to accept people for who they are, and not who I want them to be, which is hard. This whole thing is hard. Like, when God makes you uncomfortable, he wants you to grow, right? And that's what I feel like is happening to me, because I am so fucking uncomfortable. Like, I'm just telling y'all, these last 6 months of my life have been like the hardest 6 months I've ever had to go through. I know what I need to do, and it's not gonna be easy, because none of this stuff is easy. It's like shedding skin and growing into a new person. And I've done this so many times within the past 5 years. Like, I am not the same person that I was when I first started YouTube. You guys have seen me grow. You guys have seen me, you guys have seen all of that, you know? And y'all see where I came from. I was literally a kid, and now I have a baby, 5-year marriage, you know? I have healthy relationships, I have unhealthy relationships, I have good habits, bad habits, but most of all, I am working on myself. Every day I try to be a better me. I really just hate it because I get caught up in my own brain sometimes, and I feel like I can't do what I need to do because I only have 2 hands, and I don't have any help with Jax right now. So it's just like I'm stuck, and I know how to get out of it, but I can't because I'm stuck. not only am I physically stuck, but like my brain. I get so caught up in between not dealing with people's shit and accepting people for who they are, because to be honest with you, people are so disposable to me. And I know that sounds so shallow, but that's how I look at it. I feel like once somebody shows you their true colors or shows you who they are, it's your job to pay attention to that. And if you get hurt in the aftermath after you seen some fuck shit that they did to somebody or somebody else, it's your fault. And because I'm so sensitive, I guard myself so much. Like nobody comes in. Nobody comes in. Since I'm so over analytical, everything hits my feelings in my heart. It's not just I can just take something for face value. That's rarely the case, unless it's not me and I'm giving advice and I'm like, oh girl, shit, you probably didn't even mean it like that. And I really hate that I look at people like acquaintances as disposable, because people aren't disposable. Like people are people, and if someone did that to me, I would probably be in the corner crying. But I don't like openly show them that, like, you know, that's just how I feel about people that don't really know who I am, because I'm kind of feeling them out first. Because I got hella trust issues when it comes to people and just people's intentions sometimes, and because I'm just so sensitive, I just have to move differently with I just have to move a little bit different. Get stuck in between that. Like, oh no, Jaelah, she's really nice. Well, it's never anything shallow, I'll tell you that. Like, I'm not a shallow person. I'm like, oh no, she's not pretty enough, she can't be my friend. It's like, has to be like a die-hard personality trait, like, that I just cannot get with. And there's certain things that I can't fuck with. Liars, people that do stuff for clout, people that show off things and try to make things seem like they're not, like when it's clearly not like that. People that act like they're perfect irritate the shit out of me. It's just different things. People that act like they know it all. Like if we go somewhere and you're like, oh this, oh that, oh da 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 da, well you know this and you know that, I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up, you're annoying, and I will never, actually I'll delete your number. Like, I will never ever hang out with you again. That's important to me, for us to be able to have like open conversation, open dialogue, for us just to kind of agree to disagree. I'm not gonna try to change your mind about nothing, because I don't want nobody to change my mind about nothing. But at the same time, me feeling like I could say what I need to say and not be and not sugarcoat stuff, because that's really, really hard for me to do. Like, the minute I feel like I have to change myself to be around somebody, you will not see me no more. I mean that. Like, you will not see me no more, because I just feel like certain people don't deserve to be a part of you, especially if they can't accept every part of you. But I can't accept people to accept who I am if I can't even accept who I am, because I'm uncomfortable with myself. So how is it going to be so easy for all these other people to accept my bullshit when I can smell my own bullshit and I'm uncomfortable with my own self? So I know I got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do on myself first. I just want to be a good mom. I know I'm gonna be a good mom. I'm killing this shit. Can't nobody tell me that. The comments just kind of fuck with me, because it's hard for me not to say nothing. I'm a very outspoken person. So recently I was over a friend's house and her sister was there, and I pulled my boob out to feed Jax per usual, and she said, and I looked at her, I said, what's wrong with you? And she began to tell me how somebody on the airplane fed her baby without asking for permission. And girl, when I tell you I would not shut the fuck up, because that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I would not shut up. Like, that's so stupid. Why would I ask for permission? I'm gonna feed my baby. I'm not gonna let my baby go hungry because you're uncomfortable. If you don't like it, just move. Like, just blah 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 blah. Like, just wouldn't shut up. So like, when people say things to me, it's hard for me to just be like, okay, whatever. Like, okay. Like, I just be like, what? That's dumb. Or like, I just I hate to say it, but I always got something to say. And I can't turn it off. I can't turn it off. I don't know how. But do I want to turn it off? Is that suppressing me? Am I functional like that? That's not functional, always having something to say. But then they're not functional because they shouldn't have said nothing either. So we even, right? Right? You ain't got shit to say to me, I ain't got shit to say to you. That's it right there. I also really need to stop explaining myself. But the reason why I do that is because, like I said, I always got something to say. I can't just be like, okay, whatever. Like when it comes to certain things, I don't know. When it comes to certain things, so like after Jackson fell and chipped his tooth, I became really super paranoid that he was just gonna one day wake up and just fall and bust his face open. So I have really bad anxiety from that, especially while Miles is gone, because I don't want to break our baby while he is gone. I feel an immense amount of responsibility on myself to make sure he is healthy and well when he returns. And for me to just use my better judgment. So whenever Jax is walking around, this is why Jackson doesn't wear shoes. I'm explaining myself again, but fuck it. Jax is really clumsy. I think he has like a little bit of, I hate to say it, but it runs in my family, a little bit of ADHD. My baby does not sit still. He does not pay attention. He's always climbing on something. His mind and his brain is moving a mile a minute all the time, and that's hard to deal with. And because his brain is moving so fast, his body can't keep up. So Jackson falls a lot, and he doesn't even know how to fall. Like he just falls on his face, and he's had like too many accidents for me to just be so, all right, go ahead, go ahead and just walk. One time I put shoes on him and we went to a sushi restaurant and I let him walk and he fell on his face. And when I say he smacked the floor with his face, he smacked the floor with his face. Here, home, the day before his photo shoot, he tripped on his foot, and these floors here are hard as hell, and he busted both of his lips. He busts his lip like every other day tripping on something. So that's why I had to make Jackson a safe space in his room so he could play and I wouldn't be stressing myself out so much. Because remember, in that room I had the other bed, like the bed that we had Jackson on, because I got the blue bed, so I still had the other bed, and I was gonna, like, I don't know what I was doing with that, but because we didn't have a mattress for it, because I have the low mattress that I still love, by the way. I get questions about that all the time. But yeah, we have that other bed in there, and I needed to like clear that room out. It was like almost like our little garage. Like that room was just not being used. And so I took that bed apart, put his crib up, sold the bed for $100. Hopefully it was a blessing to somebody, but I just needed to get it out my house so I could create that space for Jackson. And I would have a little bit more peace of mind, try not to, cause my house is not super baby friendly, okay? I got chrome and glass everywhere. My freaking, there's sharp corners everywhere. I just don't know how I'm gonna do this for the next lifetime, because I'm gonna have such bad anxiety every time he goes out. I'm gonna think he's gonna get hurt. And I don't want him to get hurt. He took a lot of work to do. And yeah, but I was proud of myself because I was like, how am I gonna do this by myself? And I did all that by myself. I took the bed down, put the crib up. I just did everything by myself. I hate waiting on people. I hate asking for help. That's another one of my problems. I just feel like I'm in people's way. I just got fucking issues, bro. Like, I need to fix this shit. I'm so uncomfortable with myself. So uncomfortable with myself. Like, I look so pretty on the outside, but I feel so fucked up on the inside. And these aren't things that aren't fixable. I know everything about me is fixable. I'm always a work in progress. I know that. I know that, and that's okay. And that's okay. Everybody's a work in progress, you know? But this is what I have to feel in order for me to become the best me that I can be, because the first part of fixing what's wrong with you is being self-aware, and I feel like I am very self-aware. Even when I'm in denial, I'm self-aware. Like, I'm very in tune with myself. And you would think that somebody so in tune with themselves and their emotions would be able to control them, but not necessarily. I hate when I get this line. I need to go to the store and buy some of that Fenty lip exfoliator. So it's safe to say that I'm going back to therapy. I feel like I have relapsed. I feel like these 6 months have like have been really hard for me, and it's been just a lot on me emotionally. I've been feeling like really super lonely lately. It's time for me to go back to therapy. There's been too many life events that have went by without me just sit and talk things through with somebody. So I hate calling doctor's offices, and I hate finding a new therapist, and I hate doing all of that stuff because a lot of times I don't know who knows me. I get approached all the time, you know, not subscribers, but people that just kind of like saw me or see me or like know of me. Hey, like, I saw you on Instagram, like, oh, you girl whose hair grows super fast, you know, stuff like that. And I just don't be knowing who be knowing me, and that be my problem, because like I don't know, like I can't tell who's a hater and who's a real supporter. And then if I go to the doctor and they work there or something, then they know all my information, they see everything, and then I gotta fight. I just recently found a babysitter that I love, okay? I love her. And she got a job on me. And I'm like, God damn, can't never catch a break. But yeah, I can't tell every baby, I trust her. I can't tell every baby that walk up in, every babysitter that walk up in here like, look sis, let me tell you what, this is my baby. He ain't your baby. So I know you don't care about him like I care about him. I've been reading all these crazy stories on Facebook. I need to stay the fuck off of Facebook. That shit is ghetto. I be reading all these stories on Facebook about these people abusing these kids. And if you abuse my baby, you're not gonna make it out of here, okay? So I'm gonna just go ahead and let you know that right now. You're not gonna make it out, because I don't care about your life or my life. And Jackson has plenty of family that he could go to. He has both grandparents. He has step grandparents. He has great grandparents. He will be well taken care of. I will fucking kill you, okay? And I will call the police so you can come pick up your body, so this blood don't fuck up my carpet, okay? Cause that shit don't come out. And my baby's up. I'm done with my hair. This was a good talk, okay? This was a good talk. You guys keep me in your prayers. Like, I'm not like dying or anything, but like whatever I'm going through, I'm gonna get through it. And I'm so used to getting in these moods and getting into this. I know exactly what to do. I know what I have to do. It's just a matter of me getting my second pair of hands back to do it. So yeah, y'all, I want to show y'all my nails, okay? Can you kind of see they're like amethyst? And I got my birthstone because this is the part of me embracing who I am, because I'm that bitch. Like, what? I'm that bitch? Yes, you are. Yes, you are that bitch. Who's that little bitch? You are. Hey, boo. All right, bye, y'all.